107.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
The extra point could make it 22-14. Carolina with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
We all thought we had it. Defense was dominating. I want to circle back. Put this on your list of homework plays. By the way, I'm sorry. I'm going to go from a great play to a very negative play. I'm not picking on you. You're still new around here.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
You're still new, but you've actually been here long enough to be like, yeah, this kind of stuff is randomly. Because you've seen two of these. You know two of these personally through Georgia.
Sure.
And you've seen two of them now here. Do more odd play. Now, I mean like stuff that doesn't happen anywhere else. Happen to South Carolina, and I mean it in a negative fashion.
Yeah.
I thought about the 5, not like, oh, it's first and goal at the 3. We're at Tennessee. Let's have Jordan Burch throw a pass. Not that kind of like dumb play.
Sure.
I'm talking about like you throw a swing pass to Rasul Faison who bobbles it twice. It pops up in the air into the hands. No problem whatsoever, of the waiting defender who then has a clear, untouched 7-yard path to the end zone.
Well, not only that, his other teammate keeps him from falling down because when he gets it, he kind of stumbles, and the other DB kind of like corrects him, and he can run into the end zone at that point. So he could have like caught it and then fell at like the 10, and who knows what happens after that. But his teammate there to keep him upright and allow him to score the touchdown.
This one really, really, really hurts when you got the number 4 team in the country, on the ropes at home, and you let it get away from you. There's a lot of hurt. So, yeah, they don't want to feel this feeling again. But to me, if we don't want to feel this feeling again, let's figure out how to make more plays in the fourth quarter and not let it come down to where, they make more plays than we do.
Those are the words of Shane Beamer Saturday. Look, Coach wears his heart on his sleeve. I quite frankly don't know if South Carolina's ever had a coach as, I don't know if I'd say invested in the team, but Steve Spurrier was a different kind of coach. Lou Holtz was a different kind of coach. Brad Scott back in the day, there wasn't the same way that you could connect with the fans and connect with, I think you did it more privately, if you will, in the booster meetings.
Sure.
Than you do now. And the one thing I'll say about Shane, I know what it means to him, and I don't think he's just. When they lose, I genuinely he takes it. He takes it to heart.
Sure.
And yeah, the locker room is hurt, but I know he's hurt too, and I know they've got to find a way to fix it. They know the season has gone off the rails. They're not dumb. They know what the preseason predictions were. They know what the expectations were. And so, Tyler, here you are. You got this great opportunity on Saturday. You've played your hearts out. Yeah, you've made mistakes. Everything hadn't been perfect. Yeah, there's things we can question. But here you are with 2:16 to go. A little more than 2:16. 2:16 is when Bama scored. But you have every chance to pull off and knock off the number 4 team in the country. It would have been a great victory. It would have been a great day. You had a great recruiting crowd. You had a great recruiting group on campus. I mean, there was so many things going for you. And unfortunately, it just gets completely away from you. So the question becomes, now you go on the road. You got to play a Mississippi team that is, I think maybe the best in the league. It is a different era. We all know that. I'm not telling you something that's different. Bowl eligibility does not mean what it used to mean, right?
Right.
Fighting for bowl eligibility and even more so fighting for 6 and 6, and even let's just again hypothetically say winning out, going 7 and 5 is not going to make. I guess maybe if you beating Clemson, eases some pain, but going 7-5 does not make anybody happy. Or is not going to make anybody happy. There's very few of you. You'll be happy you beat Clemson. Lord knows you'll be happy you beat Clemson. Be 2 in a row. It'll be the first time we've done that at home at Williams-Brice Stadium since 2013. So that'll give us something to celebrate. But, going 7-5 and going to wherever isn't going to make anybody. It isn't the same. And I get that. And I'm not trying to tell anybody that it is or that it should be.
Yeah, it's not, unless you're playing.
Especially, by the way, real quick, when you were as close to making the playoff as you were last year.